Jeff Amerine. I'm here at the Startup Crawl. We're doing a special series of a Startup Junkie podcast. I'm lucky enough to have Josh Carnes from Sights and Sounds, right?
Yes. Sights and Sounds.
Tell us a little bit about Sights and Sounds, and then also give us some reaction to what you think of the Startup Crawl so far.
Sure. So prefacing, I have a background in building instruments, acoustic guitars, electric basses, electric guitars, and I also do restorations and repairs. What Sights and Sounds is a unique development. It's going to be an instrument repair and custom shop. Your typical guitar shop has like instruments all over the wall, a lot of overhead. It's not the vibe that I want. Imagine a coffee shop minus the coffee. And instead of a coffee bar, it's our workbenches, and you can see us building the instruments in front of you and have a conversation with us, right? So you can see us carving the bracings out, gluing, designing, measuring everything out, and you see the how it's made. Everyone loves the how it's made side to things, whether it be a bouncy ball or whatever. Like, they love seeing the how it's made and the intricacies behind everything.
You're like a way cooler Build-A-Bear.
Yeah, exactly.
For big kids.
Yeah, and that's the 9 to 5. It'll also serve as an after-hours artists and musicians lounge. Anybody's allowed to come in, but I want to give a safe space for musicians and artists to come in and grow their network and develop the community. It'll be a listening room venue, because what we have for like a more intimate setting for live music is like a coffee shop with some music in the background, or a bar with some music in the background. But I want like an NPR tiny desk kind of venue where you're there for the artist. It's broken down, it's intimate, like phones away. We're here to learn about the artist and their story. And I will curate art and furniture to gallerize in the space to promote local business without directly competing with my market.
Right.
And so that's the space, and that's what I'm working on. I'm hoping to land in downtown Rogers or downtown Bentonville. It looks more like the Rogers area, but yeah, that's Sights and Sounds. There's a little more to the philosophy behind everything, but like that's the basic concept.
That's so cool.
And to answer your other part of the question, it's like the reactions we've been seeing tonight. It's been cool. People have been, from what I've seen, enjoying learning about like the ecosystem of small business and startups here in Northwest Arkansas. It's just been cool, like how engaged people want to be and learn of what's happening.
Have there been a fair number of musicians that have come by to talk to you as well?
Yeah, you can see like there's a band behind here. Some
and they're probably wanting to check out what you're doing and how you're doing it.
They all have actually.
Yeah.
It's been kind of fun. I brought a couple instruments that I've made for like them to try out. So it's just like it's fun to get their reactions on that niche of a topic.
Yeah, it's so cool. I mean, and you're the perfect person to be one of the exhibitors, because the Startup Crawl has always been this sort of intersection of food and beer and music and startups. And so, man, we're really glad you're here.
Well, thank you for having me. It's been a lot of fun, Jeff.
And thanks for coming on.
Of course.
This is great. I'm here with Brody Maxwell from TrueRep.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Jeff.
Yeah, tell us about TrueRep.
Yeah, so TrueRep is a product line. We are a software-based company, and we do fitness products. So TrueRep has a variety of products. The first one is a real-time squat form analysis app. It essentially breaks down what you're doing under the barbell when you're squatting. So we'll be able to provide you metrics on your eccentric and concentric movements, also time at depth. Hitting depth is a big thing for lifters, especially. It's not always done. And so we built a product that will take a objective standpoint and let you know that you're hitting depth. And then from that product and a lot of customer discovery, we kept hearing from our customers velocity is something that you guys can make a big impact on. And so the second product to the TrueRep line is TrueRep VBT. And this is a real-time velocity-based training solution. So essentially what we're able to do with the iPhone in your pocket and a simple $3 magnet that we sell at cost, we can provide you with velocity metrics in the weight room on any exercise. Traditionally standing hardware units in this space, the cheapest one is $500 up to $3,000 mounted camera solutions. And so we have found an affordable, scalable way, and we've created a way for coaches, athletes, and just general fitness enthusiasts to incorporate velocity-based training into their workout regimes with the iPhone that's already in their pocket and a magnet and a little bit of a software yearly subscription.
And your ideal customers, you're talking to universities.
Yeah, so
strength coaches at universities.
Yeah,
talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. So our initial customer in this space was your university coaches, professional athletes, D1 schools with open checkbooks have been utilizing this software and programming for a long time now. But unless you have a blank checkbook, you can't afford it. And so strength coaches at the D1, D2, D3 level, all the way down to JUCO, want to utilize this with their athletes, but they just don't have the budget for it. And so with the way we've structured our pricing and also the affordability of using a product and a hardware device that most people carry around every day, and then just our magnet we sell at cost, you're able to utilize velocity-based training, whether you're a strength coach at the university level and you want to outfit your athletes with the latest programming that professional athletes are using, or if you're just a everyday gym goer that wants to utilize programming that D1 athletes are utilizing, we're able to provide that.
That's awesome. What do you think about the startup crawl so far?
This has been awesome. There's been a lot of traffic. We've had a lot of really great conversations. We've talked a lot more about our product line than we were anticipating, which has been really cool.
Any customers come out of it? Maybe some?
Potentially, right? Yeah. We've given out a lot of cards. There's been a lot of interest.
Excellent.
On all fronts of our business, our custom development to wanting to utilize our product line. So
that's cool.
It's been invaluable.
Where can our audience find out more about what you're doing?
Yeah, absolutely. So we have a website, TrueRep.app. That's where you can find our squat app and our velocity-based training app. And then if you're looking for custom development solutions, you can go to Ozark Apps Development. And that's where we do that.
You keeping Luke out of trouble?
Yeah, I am keeping Luke out of trouble. I know he wasn't at the booth when you came by. I think he went off to go check out some of the other vendors here, but
very good.
Absolutely.
Thanks for coming on, man.
Thanks for having me.
Enjoy the rest of the startup crawl.
Thank you.
All right.
Fantastic.
All right. We are here at the Startup Crawl 2023. This is Caleb Talley from the Startup Junkie team. I'm joined by Orson Weems of the Music Education Initiative. How's it going, Orson?
Buddy, thank you.
Absolutely.
Thanks for having us.
Absolutely.
I mean, this is great to be a part of this and to activate the juke joint as part of that.
And
man,
I'm sure
this is
you can
fabulous.
probably hear a little bit of that in the background.
It's been going for a while.
Yeah,
I mean,
fantastic.
just been some great music. We've had a great time, had a great crowd. And, you know, Caleb, not just thank you, but we appreciate, because this has just been such positive spirit. And one of the artists said it's just been love and it's just been great spirit. So thank you.
Absolutely.
Again.
Well, we couldn't throw a party without you because you're our neighbor here, our neighbor and friend.
That's
great
right.
neighbor,
Y'all support
providing
us
us with
well,
some
and we thank
fantastic
you.
music and fantastic energy all the time. So it was a no-brainer to include y'all in the Startup
Appreciate it.
Crawl, just to be a part of this, talk about the energy of it, I guess, just kind of the energy around entrepreneurship and the support of entrepreneurs and small businesses. And, I was asked a question on the TV station the other day when we were promoting Startup Crawl, and it was like, the question was, why do y'all keep bringing it back? And it was, my answer was, because these people deserve to be celebrated. And so a lot of people don't think about artists as entrepreneurs, whether they be, artists painting canvases and doing stuff like they are up here, but musicians, they're entrepreneurs too. And so what you're doing, and the people that support that ecosystem as well, which is what you do, help kind of build up that ecosystem around that industry in general. So tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, what we're doing is what you see here tonight is we're using the Arkansas Arts Council, as I told you earlier, has a program called the Artists on Tour. And Tim Anthony, I've known for many years, but he has his trio that turned into a quartet tonight because he decided to add a little beat to it and bring a drummer. But what we're doing is exposing career and opportunities in music, entertainment, and live events. Because as you said, that ecosystem, that's a sector of industry that people don't think about. That nighttime economy where most people go out. This is what you have, is when you have music, you have the beer crawl, all right? You have certain areas of that aspect: food, drink, music, technology, entrepreneurship. I mean, what else can you ask for? And it's happening right here in Northwest Arkansas. Keep bringing it back.
Absolutely. And every time it gets a little bit bigger, and there's always, I guess, a wait list of folks that see it and realize that this is an opportunity that they can plug into. And before, I guess, having had musicians, had acts and talent brought in for events like this, I never understood what all went into putting on a performance that people come and see and they hear the music and it's fantastic, but all the work that goes into a project like that.
Yeah,
There's so many
behind the
facets.
scenes, the things what we've been able to do at the Music Education Initiative is provide and do some workshops here. And we'll do some more this fall. But I have at least 3 or 4 people that have gone through our workshops for production education and technical training. I have one guy that's gone through, he's our audio engineer, tech. He's getting better and better. The artists like him. I have other guys that have helped logistics, help load in and load out, set up stage and tear it down. And one guy said the other day, if you learn how to wrap cables in the industry, you're a keeper. So that's what we've trained and helped bring skills to people in music, entertainment, and live events.
Anybody that's ever unpacked cables can appreciate somebody that can wrap cables.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So it's a lot, as you said, behind the scenes of the artist performing, and I'm glad we could do that here with BC's Blues Shack, the Juke Joint Project.
Absolutely. And we talked about this the other day too in the office, but can't help but think about that aspect of what we're talking about in regards to folks that, that's a career opportunity. And so for someone, the opportunity to travel with a band or travel with an act and to see the country and go to these different cities and have the opportunity to, you talked about someone you knew that was tuning guitars and stuff, just a guitar technician.
Yeah.
I mean, that's an incredible opportunity.
Great.
Just to go see the country, see the world with a band.
That's right. A career that people really don't think about.
Exactly.
And we want to help expose those. We've done the guitar techs, the piano techs here at the Pryor Center, who hosted our juke joint. They've just been a great community partner like you all. And they have I think a 1929 Steinway. And I've seen it dismantled and put back together. And there's a guy that specifically does that. He's a piano tech for Steinway. And that's fascinating. And then you have like I mentioned, the audio engineers. You've seen the setup outside for Joan and Sister Hazel. Forge did an incredible job with the stage, the sound, the lighting, all the things that's behind to get ready for that show is part of the skills that we want to present. We're doing it from right here in Northwest Arkansas.
Absolutely. And interesting story about the Steinway. We had a workshop out here in the atrium space on the second floor a few years before COVID. And so we had a speaker, giving some sort of educational speech about something, marketing or whatever else. Well, they had just tuned that Steinway, and there was a kid like 13, 14 years old that was just tearing into the keys over there. And everyone that was participating in that workshop, you could hear it. The whole Pryor Center turned around. They didn't care about the workshop. They just want to hear the kid play piano the whole time. So what's next for y'all?
Well, I think next Friday, as a matter of fact, we have some professors from the university coming, and they just want to play an acoustic set on the porch of the juke joint. They're called Future Less Vivid, and it's just a great show. They said we don't want any tech, any audio, 2 acoustic guitars and an acoustic bass. So it's just going to be more fun, and then we'll line up other things and let you guys know about our workshops.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Y'all always spread the news for us, and we appreciate you, Victoria, Jeff, and the team. It's just fabulous.
Absolutely. Well, we are very appreciative of y'all and the partnership and the opportunities we have, and glad you're here.
Congrats on a wonderful 2023 startup crawl, my friend.
We made it.
Thank you. You did. Thank you.
Well, now we're passing the mic to me. This is Victoria. I'm one of the Startup Junkies hosts. We're here at Startup Crawl. I'm here with Bryan Fittin with Go Rogue.
Hello,
Bryan,
hello.
how are you?
I'm good.
Thanks for being here. Yeah. You guys are the superpowers behind the scenes that keeps the Startup Junkies podcast show running. So if you're listening to this show, know that Go Rogue has blessed it. Go Rogue works behind the scenes.
Yeah, I'm not used to being on this side.
Well,
I mean,
good.
I have my own podcast,
Yeah.
but it is a little, it's weird.
Yeah,
It's weird.
it is weird.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
Hey, thank you so much. That's high praise coming from you guys.
Yeah,
So we
well, we're
enjoy
glad you're
working
here.
with you. You guys are amazing clients, and obviously you put on a great party
Yeah,
too. So
Startup Crawl is so fun. So if you're listening to this, come next year.
Yes.
It's a lot of fun.
Yes. And it keeps getting bigger and bigger.
Bigger and
I
bigger.
keep finding new locations
Yeah.
of things happening. Like,
We currently
goodness.
have, as we're recording this, Sister Hazel is playing. I mean, they're Grammy nominated, platinum selling. They're a big band. I'll give a little shout out. My dad's best friend, Andrew Copeland, is one of the lead singers. So Andrew.
Seriously?
Yeah. Andrew, thanks for being here. Thanks for coming up.
Yeah.
My family definitely appreciates it. So we love getting bands like that coming to Arkansas and just showcasing what's happening in Northwest Arkansas. So
yeah.
thanks for being a part of
they
it.
Drew a pretty big crowd too.
Yeah, they're
That's
a lot of
pretty
fun.
awesome.
So tell us, I mean, we know Go Rogue. The listeners know that the podcasts happen every week. So tell us about Go Rogue.
Yeah.
The origin story. The minute version.
Oh, goodness. Great. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Oof. There's a lot of history. So actually I met Jeff and Brett back in like 2014. And I came to him and I was like, all right, here's the deal. I've got this business. I want to do this, but I work a corporate job and I make 6 figures and great insurance and all these amazing things. And I just need to know if I need to jump.
Yeah.
And Jeff was like, no, what are you doing? Don't start your own business. What are you talking about? So it was actually pretty funny. So it was great advice because I was not ready.
Yeah.
And so it took quite a few years, and just being around the startup community. I did media stuff, so just production. I did some of that stuff in the corporate world too, and marketing. And then 2019, we officially launched Go Rogue.
Cool.
And then shortly after that, I went full time, left the corporate world, and Startup Junkie. I mean, you guys have been phenomenal support through all of this, and again, it was pretty awesome to hear them say, no, slow down, do it the right way.
From a business consultant, from a consultant that promotes entrepreneurship, you would think that he would say, take the dive.
Yeah. He's like, just jump, head in first.
Yeah.
But no, they're like, no, like do it the right way, which
That's good.
I really appreciate it.
Yeah, that he's not just throwing around, absolutely, go jump in.
Yeah.
You know, he's smart about it.
Yeah.
Makes you think it through.
Yeah. No, and so for us, we do specifically, and it's kind of morphed over the years, but video marketing is kind of our go-to. So we know that it's hard for businesses like yours to create consistent content.
Especially for a tiny team.
At small teams, you guys are trying to figure it out and trying to do it. And so we try to partner a lot of times with marketing directors, marketing managers, just to help supplement content.
Yeah.
And so that can be podcasting, that can be a video series, thought leadership content.
Absolutely.
Or just even fun events like this. Like we capture this and have some fun with photos and videos. And,
And I mean, I'll say as a client, my experience is that there's so many other things that I'm doing with my business that the last thing I have time to think about is the marketing, is how I'm getting my word out there. And I mean, this sounds like an ad. I guess it is, but it's genuine. That
we're going to use this, by the way. It's going on our website.
This is a great soundbite.
Yeah.
But it's genuine that I don't have to worry that we are, like, our best foot is looking forward, that we are being made look good.
Yeah.
Whatever the words are.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like, we know that we're taken care of and we don't have to think about it because your team's got my back. Yeah. Morgan's behind the camera. Yeah. She's got my back.
That's what I was about to say. I can't take any credit other than just like hanging out with you guys and doing strategy, but we have an amazing team.
Yeah, absolutely.
And several people have been with us for a long time. Morgan behind the cameras, Lane, all of our team, they do an amazing job.
Yeah.
And it's always good to obviously hear that and be able to extend that to them too. I mean, they put in a lot of hard work. And so,
and it helps that y'all are cool people and genuine friends.
When you hang around cool people, you kind of,
it's easier.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
As awkward as I am on the podcast.
No, I think that's just it. Like a lot of times, and we've talked about this in the past, but one of our mottos has been, can I cuss on this? Or do you guys have a cuss? I don't know if I'm allowed to cuss anything.
You're allowed to cuss.
We just want to make cool shit with our friends.
Great.
And our friends being, clients as well. So if we can make a lot of cool stuff, that's what we want to do.
Cool.
And so we don't take it lightly to actually be hired, because we want to make sure that we know the brand, we know the messaging, we want to know who your audience is, what type of content that they want to have produced as well. Because again, this is not just a short-term thing for us, but we hope for a long-term relationship. And you guys have been awesome. And,
absolutely.
And honestly, great referral, especially this network. Northwest Arkansas in general is phenomenal with entrepreneurs and businesses that need that help. And so,
and I think the example of that is Startup Crawl. I mean, we have over 70 people, 70 entrepreneurs, 70 businesses represented, from, a mom and pop level, coffee shop, really small food truck. I mean, someone just getting started, to I'm in the crypto world, I'm in the AI world, I live in Pakistan or wherever, I don't know. I think we have companies here from the UK, from Korea, from Turkey, like with the Fuel Accelerator. We have companies from all over the world that are here in Northwest Arkansas represented. And so I think Startup Crawl is the best representation of a lot of this is happening in Northwest Arkansas that people don't always see, just runs behind the scene. Yeah. And it's cool being at Startup Junkie, being at Go Rogue. You guys get a front row seat.
Oh, it's amazing.
To what's coming.
Yeah. Well, and just somebody said that it's like a big family reunion for entrepreneurs, because you get to see people that you only see online or haven't seen in a couple of years or whatever else. And so every year we come back and it's like, hey, how's it going? How's your business doing? And so it's so encouraging to see so many people doing well, thriving here. And you guys are the conduit. You guys bring it all together.
Well, that's what we love to do.
Yeah.
That's what we're here for. Well, and the other side of that is that the people that aren't entrepreneurs but are thinking about it, or who are maybe tired of their job, or who wonder what it's like to be a business owner, they get to come and meet real life people who are just normal people who were like you, started in the corporate world and took the jump, and it's possible. Like it's a real opportunity that they have. And so it's all of these people in one place, and they get to come and hear from the people. And I hope that more people take the jump. I mean, that's what it's all about.
Oh yeah, absolutely. No, I was very blessed to be in the corporate world, but I would not Che, even all the things that have been extremely difficult as being a startup founder.
Yeah.
It's not easy.
Yeah.
So call me if you need any advice on
Call
what
Bryan.
not to do. I can tell you all the things not to do. No, but I wouldn't change it. Even my wife too, we were talking about, she's like, I'd rather you do this and be happy than us have, corporate quote unquote security.
Yep.
Yeah, that's not there. But like it's really awesome. And again, you got to surround yourself with people who will support you and encourage you. And that's here. I mean, again, it's a bunch of my friends. We're having a party with all my friends.
Yeah.
This is great.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's really what it's all about. I mean, I'll do a little plug. If you're listening to this podcast, then you know about Startup Junkie, but we really do have events all the time, and not just Startup Junkie events, but events in Northwest Arkansas that get the community involved. And I'll say this, I've lived in Northwest Arkansas for 20 years. I see it, but it's a little bit different because I've been here. People from other countries, other communities come here and they say Northwest Arkansas is different. The people that are here, the networking events, the community events, it feels different because it's genuinely supportive.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, you and I feel it being in it. And so we just want to encourage, if you're listening to this, you're thinking about making the jump, do it. Come to some of these events, meet the people who have made the jump. I mean, that's what it's all about.
Yeah. And again, support. I mean, literally, I've purchased merchandise from different people selling things here, like trying to support this community. And it means something to them. It means something to us, too.
Yep.
So it's a big deal. Yeah.
Cool. Well, thanks for being on our show. You're always behind the scenes. Now you're in front of the mic.
I'm still not.
We dragged you in front.
Maybe finally a little comfortable now. So,
Good.
yeah.
All right. Next time, Bryan's going to interview me.
Hey. I would feel more comfortable in that. This is strange for me, but yes, it's gonna happen.
Okay, great.
It's gonna happen
next time.
Yeah.
Stay tuned.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Next year at Startup Crawl. Welcome back, guys. We're here at Startup Crawl. My name is Victoria Dickerson. I'm one of the Startup Junkies hosts. We're here at Startup Crawl. We're with the winners of the Cox Media Prize Pack, Bridgett with Montay Coffee. How are you, Bridgett?
Doing great.
Good. Thanks for being here. We appreciate you coming out on Startup Crawl Friday night, but I mean, there's been a really great turnout.
Yeah, thanks for having us. We're super excited to be here. It was a great event. We got to talk to a lot of people and share our story, and it's been great.
Good. I mean, that's the whole point of Startup Crawl. That's why we do it,
Absolutely.
to showcase entrepreneurs. And so on that note, tell us about Montay Coffee. Tell us about the story of how that came to be, how you came to be involved with that. Tell us about it.
So we're Montay Coffee. We source from underdeveloped regions. We started with Haiti.
Cool.
We are doing this to create sustainable jobs there, to make sure that the farmers are getting fair wages. And the impact with that is so incredible. We get to see those farmers be able to provide for their children. They can get their kids' education. It keeps them out of orphanages because of this. And so huge community impact. And by creating this business, it's sustainable. We can continue that cycle of good. And so that is our mission. And
I love that. That's amazing. So just Haiti right now, or have you expanded?
We also source from Dominican Republic.
Cool.
It's also a family-owned farm, and they do a lot in their community as well. They provide for kids and education, and they help Haitians who are in the Dominican Republic get citizenship so that they can earn higher wages. And so both of these farms are doing incredible things.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, what a beautiful mission.
Yeah.
Where are you guys located in Northwest Arkansas? How can we find you?
Yeah, so we don't have a brick and mortar yet. It's one of our goals.
Cool.
But right now we are available for retail. So we are at Ozark Natural Foods. We're at Aikens and Rogers, City Supply, and the shops at Brick City. And then we can also find us online at montaycoffee.com.
Yeah. That's amazing. Well, every time I walk by your booth, it smells amazing. It smells so good. What kind of products do you provide? What is your favorite?
Yeah.
If I were to buy from Montay Coffee, which I will, what should I get? What's the first thing?
So they're both whole bean, light roast specialty coffees. And I love the Haiti one when I'm adding anything with milk. So like an espresso-based drink, like a latte, great with the Haiti one. And then our Ramirez from the Dominican Republic is a fantastic black coffee. It's a honey process, organic. So it's very unique, and its flavor notes has notes of honey and strawberry jam. It's really great.
That's awesome. So you roast them here?
They are roasted, yes,
They're
here in Arkansas.
Okay.
And yep.
Awesome. Well, I am one of those people that can't tell the difference between types of coffee. I think taste buds are burned off. But my friends that are very knowledgeable in coffee, I will definitely be pointing them your way.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
So
makes a great gift at the holiday season. Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, how has Startup Crawl been for you? What was the experience? I mean, if you're listening to the show and you weren't able to make it, as an exhibitor, what was your experience running a booth?
I mean, it was incredible.
Good.
Just getting to, there were so many people here.
Yeah.
The vibe is really cool, just with all the music and everything. And just getting to interact with so many people who are interested in our story and entrepreneurs and wanting to support. It was just great connections for us.
Good. Well, I'm so glad that it was a positive experience. Thank you so much for being here. It has been so fun. I mean, over 70 different entrepreneurs are represented, musicians from Little Rock, Central Arkansas area, Sister Hazel from Florida. I mean, it's been a really fun representation of what's happening in Northwest Arkansas. So thank you for being a part of it.
Thank you.
And again, congratulations for winning the Cox Media Prize Pack.
Thank you.
We appreciate you being here.
Thanks.
Ecosystem builders, entrepreneurs, chambers of commerce, mayors. If you're interested in taking your economic future into your own hands, we've got a book that can help you. Creating Startup Junkies, Building Sustainable Venture Ecosystems in Unexpected Places is the guide. It's a little bit inspiration. It's a little bit toolkit. What it will allow you to do is take your economic future into your own hands and build a sustainable small business, innovation, and entrepreneurial ecosystem in your backyard. If you'd like to hear more, check out creatingstartupjunkies.com. The Startup Junkie podcast reaches over 100 countries and has had over 100,000 downloads. If you're interested in reaching some of the most motivated and engaged innovators and entrepreneurs on a worldwide basis,